You sit on the edge of your bed at 1 in the morning. The room is dark except for the phone screen glowing on your face. You open the banking app again. The balance has not changed since you checked it 2 hours ago. It will not change. You know this. But you look anyway. The number sits there. Small. Not quite zero, but close enough that the difference barely matters. Rent went out 3 days ago. The electric bill will process tomorrow. You have $7 in checking and $43 in savings. Payday is 9 days away. You close the app. You open it again. The same numbers are still there. You set the phone down on the nightstand and lie back against the pillow. Your chest feels tight. Not painful, just heavy. Like someone placed a weight there while you were not looking, and now you carry it everywhere. Sleep does not come easily anymore. The alarm goes off at 6:30. You hit snooze. Then again. Then once more. When you finally sit up, your body feels slow. Not sick. Just tired in a way that sleep does not fix. You make coffee in the small kitchen of your apartment. The same apartment you moved into 2 years ago when you got the office job. The same apartment that takes most of your paycheck every month. You drink the coffee standing by the counter. You barely taste it. Your mind is already calculating. 9 days until payday. Groceries will last maybe 5 more days if you stretch them. The gas tank is half full. That should be enough. The credit card payment is due in 4 days. The minimum payment. You can cover the minimum. Probably. You shower. You get dressed. You pack the same lunch you packed yesterday. A peanut butter sandwich. An apple. A granola bar. You lock the door behind you and walk to the bus stop. The morning air is cool. You stand with 3 other people waiting. No one speaks. Everyone looks at their phones or stares at nothing. The bus comes. You find a seat near the back. You put in earbuds but do not play music. You just sit. The bus moves through familiar streets. Past the coffee shop you used to visit. Past the grocery store. Past the park. You watch it all go by. Your mind does the math again, without asking. $7. $43. 9 days. The weight in your chest shifts, but it does not leave. Work is the same as always. You sit at your desk. You answer emails. You update spreadsheets. You attend a meeting about quarterly goals. Your manager talks about efficiency and teamwork. You nod. You take notes you will not read again. You smile when you are supposed to smile. At lunch, 2 coworkers ask if you want to grab food at the place down the street. You say you brought lunch. They say you should come anyway, just for company. You say you have work to finish. They shrug and leave. You eat your sandwich at your desk. It tastes like bread and peanut butter. Nothing more. Nothing less. You work until 5. You pack up. You take the bus home. You unlock your apartment door. You set your bag down. You stand in the kitchen for a moment. You look at the counter. You look at the fridge. You look at nothing in particular. You heat up leftovers for dinner. Rice and vegetables from 2 nights ago. You eat on the couch. You watch a show you have already seen. Something light. Something that does not need much attention. When the episode ends, you sit in the quiet for a while. The apartment makes small sounds. The fridge hums. A neighbor walks across the ceiling above you. You open the banking app again. The numbers are still the same. You knew they would be. But you looked anyway. You brush your teeth. You set your alarm. You lie in bed and stare at the ceiling. Your mind runs through the numbers again. Rent, electric, phone bill, credit card minimum, groceries, gas. The list plays on repeat. You turn onto your side. You close your eyes. Sleep comes eventually. It is thin and breaks easily. The next morning is the same. Weeks pass like this. Not quickly, not slowly, just steadily. One day, then another, then another. You go to work. You come home. You eat simple meals. You avoid spending money on anything that is not necessary. You check your bank balance more often than you want to admit. Sometimes twice a day, sometimes 5 times. The number changes only when bills process or when your paycheck finally arrives. When your paycheck arrives, it feels like relief for about 6 hours. Then the relief fades. You know exactly where the money has to go. Rent, bills, groceries, a little gas. Maybe $20 left if you are careful. Those $20 sit in your account like a dare, like a test. Can you leave them alone? Can you let them stay? Sometimes you can. Sometimes you cannot. One evening in late autumn, you come home and find a note taped to your apartment door. It is from the landlord. Rent will increase by $60 starting next month. $60. You stand there holding the note. Your hand does not shake. You just stare at the paper. $60 might as well be $600. It might as well be $6,000. You go inside. You set the note on the counter. You do not look at it again that night. But you know it is there. You feel it there. The next morning, you wake up earlier than usual. Not because of an alarm. Your body simply will not let you sleep. You lie in bed and watch the ceiling grow lighter as the sun comes up. The weight in your chest is heavier now. You think about the rent increase. You think about your paycheck. You think about how there is no room, no space, no give. You get up. You make coffee. You pack your lunch. You take the bus. You go to work. You sit at your desk. Something feels different. Not better. Not worse. Just different. During your lunch break, you stay at your desk again. You open your banking app. You look at the balance. Then you do something new. You scroll down to look at the past month of transactions. Just to see. Just to notice. You do not judge what you see. You only look. Rent, electric, phone, internet, groceries, gas, a charge from a streaming service you forgot about, another charge from a different streaming service, a $15 charge from a food delivery app, a $12 charge from the convenience store near work. Small things. All small things. But together, they add up. You close the app. You finish your sandwich. You do not feel angry or ashamed. You feel aware, like a light turned on in a room you had been walking through in the dark. That night, you sit on the couch with a pen and a piece of paper. Not a planner, not a budgeting app, just paper. You write your paycheck amount at the top. Then you write down rent, electric, phone, internet, groceries, gas. You subtract as you go. The number gets smaller with each line. At the bottom, there are $73 left. This is before streaming services, before takeout, before small purchases you do not think about. You sit back and look at the paper. $73 for a whole month, for surprises, for extras, for any kind of breathing room. It is not much, but it is something. Seeing it written down makes it real. You do not make big decisions that night. You do not cancel everything. You do not swear off takeout forever. You fold the paper and set it on the counter. You brush your teeth. You go to bed. You sleep a little better than you have in weeks. The next day, you cancel one streaming service, the one you barely use. It saves $11 a month. Not much, but something. The following week, payday comes. You watch the deposit arrive. You pay rent. You pay the electric bill. You pay the phone bill. You buy groceries. You fill the gas tank. Then before anything else, you move $10 into savings. $10. It feels important and meaningless at the same time. It will not save you from a big emergency. It will not change your life. But you do it anyway. You leave it there. You do not touch it. 2 weeks later, you do it again. Another $10. Now there is 20 extra, plus the 43 that was already there. 63 total. It is not an emergency fund. It is barely anything. But when you check the balance, it feels less suffocating. Not comfortable, not safe, just less tight. Months pass, slowly. Each one needs care. You keep transferring $10, sometimes 15. 1 month, nothing. Your car needed an oil change, and there was no room. You do not punish yourself. You notice. You adjust. You keep going. A coworker asks you to lunch again. You say no, thank you. They say you never come anymore. You say you are saving money. They nod. They do not push. You eat your sandwich at your desk. It feels less lonely than before. On Sunday evenings, you spend 10 minutes looking back at the week. Not to criticize, just to see. You notice patterns. Coffee when you are tired. Snacks from the vending machine. Lunch ordered because you forgot to pack one. None of it is wrong, but it adds up. You do not try to be perfect. You try to notice. Winter arrives. The apartment is cold in the mornings. You wear a sweater instead of turning up the heat. Not because you are disciplined, because the bill matters and the sweater is there. One night in December, the check engine light comes on. Your stomach drops. You drive to a repair shop. The mechanic looks at the car. It is a sensor issue. $200. Panic starts to rise. Then you remember savings. You check your phone. $340. Built slowly. 10 here, 15 there. You pay from savings. The balance drops to 140. It hurts to see, but the car is fixed. You did not use a credit card. You did not borrow money. You did not skip another bill. You drive home. You feel tired. Not proud, not relieved, just tired. It is a different tired. The tired of handling something. You rebuild savings. $10, then 15. Some weeks you resent it. Some weeks you doubt it matters. You keep going. Spring comes. Almost a year has passed. You are not perfect. You are paying attention. Savings is $412. The credit card balance is lower. Not gone, but lower. You still live paycheck to paycheck. Money still runs out early. But there is a cushion now. You check your balance at night, once or twice. The tightness is still there, but lighter. Work stays the same. Your apartment stays the same. Your routine stays the same. Something inside has shifted. It is not confidence. It is awareness. You know what you have. You know what you do not. One Saturday in May, you meet a friend for coffee. You order a small one. You sit outside. They ask how you are. You say fine. Busy. They ask if you are really okay. You think. You think about savings, bills, careful planning. You say you are managing. Not great, but better. They nod. They understand. You feel lighter. Not because things changed, because you told the truth. Summer comes. You continue. Some months are harder. Dentist bills, extra shifts, higher grocery prices. You do not panic like before. You do not avoid looking. The worry is still there, but quieter. One evening, you sit on the couch. You are tired, manageably tired. You check your banking app. $82 in checking. 5 days to payday. $619 in savings. You look at the number. 619. Not enough for months, but more than ever before. You close the app. You lean back. The fridge hums. A neighbor walks above. You think about the year, the small steps, the doubts, the slow progress. You still live paycheck to paycheck. Money is still tight. But you handled the car repair. You paid the dentist. Savings exists. It is not a success story. You are not thriving. You are surviving with more peace, more awareness, less panic. Some nights you sleep through without checking your phone. The weight is still there, but lighter. That is enough. You make dinner. You eat slowly. You clean up. You brush your teeth. You set your alarm. You lie in bed. The ceiling looks the same. The room is dark. Your mind is quiet. You close your eyes. Sleep comes. Not perfect sleep, just enough. You will do it again tomorrow. The job, the commute, the careful choices. This is your life now. Not imagined, just real. You keep going. One paycheck at a time. One $10 transfer at a time. One quiet day at a time. Maybe that is enough.